and welcome to FunTelligence Hub. Today you will need a pen/pencil and something to write on like paper. It can even be one of those very snazzy notebooks. 4th of the 4th month 2024. A lot of 4s indeed. Hello. To understand what happens as a river reaches the coast, including estuaries, deltas, mudflats and salt marshes. Don't worry if you don't know any of that, I will teach you. Estuaries and deltas. Here's the delta on the Rhine in Germany. So as you see, it kind of like meanders and then it paves its own way. It's kind of like they don't want to be a follower to someone else, so they take their own path in life. And that's what you should do too. This delta is in Alaska. A lot of greenery surrounding it. This river delta is in Canada. Notice how the channel splits. The river splits into channels. So it meanders and meanders until it reaches the main source. Mud and silt has been deposited, that means dropped, by the river as the flow slows down when it reaches the sea or lake. Mudflats and estuaries are full of creatures like worms and shellfish. Because of this, they are a rich source of food for birds who like to come and feed on them. So they dig into the ground and pick what they want to eat. Here are some different birds which feed on the mudflats. What do you notice about their beaks? Why do you think they're shaped like that? So as I said just before, their beaks are very, very long, so they can dig into the ground and retrieve whatever they want to eat. And their legs, most of their legs are long too, probably to dig again. Estuaries are wide, sheltered bodies of water found at a river's mouth where it broadens into the sea. It is a combination of salt water from the sea and fresh water from a river. As the river meets the sea at high tide, it slows the flow of water, leading to deposition. Mudflats and salt marsh form in these areas. These mudflats can be seen in low tide, but are covered by water at high tide. Over time, the mudflats can become colonized with a vegetation forming salt marshes. I do not know how to say colonized. Deltas are often found at the mouth of large rivers. An example is a Nile delta. Deltas are formed when a river deposits material faster than the sea can erode it. So there will be little bits of material because the sea hasn't taken it in and eroded it yet. Mudflats are wide areas of muddy coast where rivers meet the sea or ocean. This part of the river is called an estuary. Rivers carry with them some pieces of mud that are very, very, very small, but the salt and seawater makes them clump together into bigger, heavier pieces that sink to the riverbed, kind of like stones. When the seawater flows into the estuary at high tide, this stops the river water moving, so it deposits, that means drops, the mud. Mudflats can be seen only when the seawater drains out of the estuary at low tide. So all of these mudflats, there are millions and millions of them in these little deltas and estuaries. And that stops the tide from being so fast that gradually over time, the tide will be so slow and it will just give up and say, let's go to low tide now. Estuary quiz. Which picture shows an estuary? B, C, D, or E? Which of these causes an interruption to the flow of a river? P, Q, R, or S? When the flow of a river is interrupted, it deposits V, W, X, Y. When plants begin to grow on mudflats, they are called H, I, J, or K. Which of these birds would you not expect to find on a mudflat? O, P, Q, and R. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you next time.